It's always some neglected animal that has something to say about you, you know? People who are actually doing better than you, they don't feel the need to tell you anything. They don't feel the need to make you feel like you're below them, you know? Because bitches used to come at me and be like, why do you wear so much makeup? Why do you always look like a doll just came out of the box? The question is, why does it trigger you so much that I look good? So you just have to understand that people are constantly projecting. Anything they say to you that makes you feel or is supposed to make you feel like shit is just like a revelation of the things that they're unsure about themselves every single effing time. Because like with those women who talk about my makeup, all I can think is like, why do you feel so proud that you're flaunting your dark circles and that you decide to wake up and still go to the supermarket looking like a smelly, sweaty mole rat? You know what I mean? Why does that make you so proud? And I promise you, if you pay attention, you'll notice that, at least with me, people cannot keep their mask on for long. So as soon as they're like alone with me, not in a group setting, because obviously in a group setting, they'll try to like humble you or whatever. They make those comments about like, oh, why you wearing so much makeup? Oh, why you always look so... That is just to try to humble you, you know, try to make sure, because they're actually intimidated by you, that the group, you know, looks down on you. But the moment you're alone with those people, I swear, at least for me, all of those insecurities came out. They start like telling me how they feel about their body, how they think like that I had the perfect body shape and all that stuff. So it was always the same thing. You just have to keep an eye on that, you know? It's the same with you. If you are triggered by something or by someone, it's probably because it's some unhealed wounds inside of you and you're just projecting it onto them, you know? It has nothing to do with them being less of a good or qualityful person than you are. It has everything to do with something inside of you that needs some focus and attention. Like before, I used to be like such a hood rat, you know, always wearing my trekkies, and I was like after system. I still am after system, but you know, I used to be like so hateful towards people who were like rich and successful, because I felt like, actually, I just felt intimidated by them because they had their shit together, they could do whatever they want, and I was just running around with toxic people. Trust me, I've been in environments you don't even want to know. And it's the same thing with emotions, by the way. You have to take responsibility for the emotions that you're not facing within yourself, that you're not sitting with, because a lot of the times you'll be triggered and it's just your ego talking, or it's just those emotions that want to be recognized. You can't keep on blaming everything in your reality on factors outside of you. That is just ridiculous, you know? If you want to manifest a great reality, you have to stop focusing on, you know, things outside of you, because everything, literally everything in your reality is created by you. Everything that you experience is created by your projections, your expectations of the things that you believe that are going to happen or that are true. It's like the saying, like, when you fear that someone is going to judge you for looking a certain way or doing something, it's actually you judging yourself. The thing with those people who make comments about what you look like, and because you look well put together, they usually don't respect themselves. Because why does it trigger you so much that I look clean, that I look put together? You know, if you respect yourself and you take care of yourself, you take care of your body, you take care of the way you go outside, because looking good, looking fresh, feeling fresh will make your confidence just go. Most hilarious part is when those same girls started DMing me like, where did you get your outfit from? Or a few years later, they look exactly like me, you know? So don't forget that when someone's trying to put you down, they're just freaking jealous, they're just projecting. And like I said, it's the same with your emotions. If someone is triggering you, or if you're like, oh, this person made me feel this way, no, you have to take responsibility of what you allow around you, of how you see yourself, and of the things that you believe, because otherwise you're just projecting, and what the reality is, like, your reality will just be reflecting. And to me, it's just like the audacity, you know? People will say those things to you, and then when they're alone with you, they'll be asking exact advice for those things that they were trying to embarrass you with or make fun of you in a group setting, you know. And people often came to me like to vent and to complain, and that's a normal thing, that's a human thing. But it's one thing to like address your problem, and it's like, okay, do you want advice or do you just want to vent? But if you just keep on coming with the same freaking issue to me and you're gonna keep on complaining about it, then I'm just gonna be like, if you're gonna keep on complaining about it, I'm not your source, first of all. And you want change, because otherwise you wouldn't be complaining about it, then do something about it, you know. I have had anxiety disorder since I was so young, and I immediately went to mindfulness. I did a mindfulness course, I did an anti-anxiety course, I did everything I could. I did exposure, I could, everything in my life that was bringing me into that anxiety routine. And there were people coming to me like, oh, I have so much anxiety, I have sleeping problems. And I'm just thinking like, okay, but this is what I would do and do and do. And then they'd be like, oh, but that's so much work. Like, don't come to me then if you're not